Thank you. Now, before I begin, before you do a speech, you usually sit and you reflect for a little while, you think about stuff. So I was sitting at my table, and I was thinking to myself, how did I go from hanging out with gang members and skipping school to needing a salad fork? Avid. Avid. Advancement via individual determination. The idea behind the acronym is for individuals to succeed by their own will and drive. Now, to me, that is not what Avid is about at all. It is about building bonds, breaking down walls, and learning to work collaboratively. For me, the acronym does not describe the students. It describes the teachers who have the courage only to try. Those who not only make Avid home, but also instill a foundation, equipping students with tools and skills to succeed. For me, it is about one teacher and the one program that literally saved my life. I have a story like many others. I grew up in a single-parent household where my mother worked several jobs to make ends meet, and my father simply didn't bother. As the youngest of three, I learned to take care of myself at a very young age. I had an unstable home life full of dysfunction and letdowns. I became extremely independent, and as a result, I began to slip into the wrong crowd and skipping school. By the time I entered high school, I was performing way below my potential, lacked motivation, and was extremely frustrated. With no outlet for my frustration, I began to struggle through my first year in high school. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't have some magical story about how I ended up in Avid. Honestly, I stumbled into it quite by accident. I always knew I was going to college, but I never knew how I was going to get there. My math teacher mentioned how the class was geared towards students like me and how it would prepare me for college by providing me with essential skills. I had an extra elective space, so I figured I'd give it a try. Although I enjoyed Avid, I didn't truly begin to open up to the benefits until my sophomore year. Sophomore year was the pivotal turning point in my life. My home life was literally falling apart around me. My mother moved to another state, leaving me in the care of my older sister. I was frustrated and became deeply depressed. I began to withdraw into my own sadness and anger, and I tried to hide from the world. I was alone, or so I thought. My Avid teacher, who also happened to be my biology teacher, always kept an eye on me. And when my mother moved, she was the first to notice the shift in my behavior. She immediately took me under her wing, becoming the foundation and the support that I needed, making it her mission to break me out of my shell and introduce me to the true purpose of Avid. One of the first things I learned, outside of how to take notes, was how to integrate Avid strategies into my daily routine. I began practicing active reading in algebra, asking higher-level thinking questions in history, and using the tutorial method in my everyday study groups. I discovered that I started practicing these skills quite by accident, and after a while, they became second nature. I was able to connect each strategy individually to the courses I was taking, and yes, even math and science. Working collaboratively to solve complex equations while learning how a graphic organizer can simplify the convoluted diction of John Donne improved my depth of understanding and ingrained in me a true sense of higher-level thinking. However, one of the most important Avid strategies she was able to ingrain in me, as well as our entire Avid class, was how to be a part of a family. After a while, our tutor, Tony, and our classmates became like my brothers and sisters, and I created my very own utopia in her classroom. I learned that school could be my home, and that an education was the key to providing me the life that I always wanted, but never thought I deserved. She showed me what unconditional love looked like, and I'm eternally grateful for the time that she took and the patience she had with me. When my life was upended again and my sister moved, I had to move in with my grandmother. I knew exactly where I could go to feel safe. My Avid family embraced me with all the love and support I needed to continue. Now, over the years, our Avid family has grown and ultimately shrunk, but the glue that holds us together has always remained. Because of my family, I am proud to say I am alive. I am excelling academically, and I'm a completely new person. I traded my pain for love, my hatred for success, and my anger for a stronger foundation. I was senior class president, an active member of the Beta Club, as well as several other clubs on campus, and I'm proud to say I am college-bound. I will be attending Salem College with several scholarships, and no one was more proud than the woman who kept me alive long enough to get me there. Alpha Dwyer is my biology teacher. She is my Avid teacher. She is the glue that will forever hold me together. Because of her and my Avid family, my future shines with promise and success via my determination and theirs. Thank you.